Are you feeling overwhelmed right now? Well, maybe it's because you're in a state of resistance. And what I mean by that is you're resisting whatever happened. You think that that should not have happened. Somebody broke your expectations. Or you're in resistance to your own thoughts and response to whatever happened. You think that you should not have those thoughts. You think that you should not have this problem. The story you create about the thing is often the problem itself rather than the thing. And so instead of being in a state of resistance, here's what I suggest you do. Welcome to the Empowerment Shift podcast. I'm your host, Bojan Dobrev, and I'm here to help you unlock greater levels of awareness, clarity, and empowerment. In each episode, we'll dive into inspiring stories and higher perspectives to help you break free from limiting beliefs so you can navigate challenges with grace and step into a life of alignment and empowerment. Ready to make the shift? Let's get started. If you're watching or listening to this episode, chances are you may be feeling overwhelmed. And if that's the case, I just want you to know that I see you and I understand you, and I'm here to help you. If you're not feeling overwhelmed right now, that's great as well. Maybe you just want to learn something new in case at a future date you are feeling overwhelmed or someone in your environment is feeling overwhelmed. And then you can help them by doing what I'm about to share in this video. And this video is sort of like a first aid to feeling overwhelmed and shifting those feelings. And then the second aid is a completely free online course that I created so that you can take things to the next level and start to really feel that inner peace within yourself. When I mention the word overwhelm, it could be a different thing for every person. Some people call it stress or helplessness, hopelessness, anxiety, fear. And then there's also different types of overwhelm. There's emotional overwhelm, physical overwhelm, time-based overwhelm, financial, situational, social, existential. There's so many different overwhelms, but you don't need to know anything about that. I go deeper into that in the online course, but for now, we're going to start straight away with the most important part, and that is to acknowledge that you're feeling overwhelmed. Because if you're not acknowledging it, if you're feeling overwhelmed and you think you shouldn't feel overwhelmed or that it is wrong, or you want to suppress those feelings or you want to ignore those feelings, that's not really going to help you transform. Imagine that this feeling of overwhelm is a little child and it is crying, it hurt itself, it is sad, whatever that child is experiencing, and it's overwhelmed as a result of it. If we would ignore the child or suppress it or just resist it, that child isn't going to feel better. Whereas if we sit down or we hug the child and we talk gently to it and we say, "Oh, I feel you, I see that you hurt yourself, or I see that you're sad, I'm here for you and I love you," that is what's going to allow that child to relax and surrender to whatever is coming up, and then that will bring in this healing. So when we're feeling overwhelmed, it's the same concept. First, we acknowledge where it is. So we may want to close our eyes, unless we're driving, of course, and then just tune into this feeling of overwhelm. Where in my body is it? Is it in my stomach, in the chest, in the throat, or somewhere else? Just close your eyes and sit with it and really feel it. Allow yourself to feel it. We feel the feeling until it is no longer required to be felt. Just like that child that hurt itself or is sad, it will feel the pain for a certain while until eventually that energy has shifted, it has moved through the child, and it no longer needs to feel sad or to be crying because it is hurting. So you just acknowledge it and know that every sensation in the body, just like every tissue in the body, has its own consciousness, which means that you can talk to it telepathically or verbally. You can connect to it, you can ask it things, you can listen to it. And so what I generally recommend my clients to do in sessions is to feel it and then talk to it and say, I feel overwhelmed, and that's okay. When you do that, when you say, I feel overwhelmed and that's okay, you're shifting from a state of resistance into a state of acceptance. And it is that state of acceptance that has the transformative power to make it go away, to start to feel better. Right? As long as you resist something, it usually will persist. So you say, I feel this, and that's okay. You can say, I feel overwhelmed, and that's normal. Maybe you are going through something that most people will feel overwhelmed in that situation. And by saying, and that's normal, it sort of takes the edge off it. You know, like it kind of shifts you away from a belief that I shouldn't be feeling this to, oh yeah, it's normal. Most people would feel this way. Because at the end of the day, every negative emotion is a blockage in the body's energy system. If you think about it, what is an emotion actually? It consists of the words emotion. And the E stands for energy. So it is energy in motion. So when we're having these emotions, it is just energy that wants to flow through us. But by resisting it or ignoring it, we're not allowing that energy to flow through us. Whereas if we embrace it and we accept it, we're just letting it pass, letting it pass, letting it pass until it has passed. And at that point, you're not going to feel those sensations anymore. You're not going to feel that sadness, that overwhelm, that loneliness, that helplessness. It will be just gone and will be replaced by this feeling of calm and inner peace. So, huge first step is to simply acknowledge it, embrace it, talk to it. And so, just know that by allowing yourself to express your emotions, you are helping yourself not just in that moment, but also in the future. Yeah, super important. So feel the emotions until they're no longer required to be felt. If you enjoyed this video, then I invite you to go to my website, boyandobrev.com/freedom, where you can watch my free online course called Freedom from Emotional Overwhelm. It's less than an hour long. I will guide you through a very powerful EFT session, emotional freedom technique, where we tap out this negative energy that is stuck in our body. And I guide you into a theta healing meditation, where we go into the subconscious mind and we make some really powerful shifts to release some limiting beliefs and patterns about yourself and your life. So go to boyandobrev.com/freedom. I hope you enjoyed the course and you feel much better afterwards. I would love to hear your experience from doing the simple exercise and doing the online course. And if you want me to create an online course about the mind-body connection, where I explain how our thoughts and our emotions lead to certain physical pains and what physical pain is related to which emotion, just comment with the letters MBC, which stands for mind-body connection. And then I'll make sure I create an online course just for that. It's going to be really powerful and really empowering. Thank you for tuning in to the Empowerment Shift podcast. Remember, every shift in awareness is a foundation for powerful change. If this episode sparked something within you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a friend who could use a shift too. And please leave a review so we can spread this message of empowerment further. Together, let's create a ripple effect of transformation. Until next time, keep making those shifts, stay connected, and stay empowered.